Canoeist, Lisa DeHart here, 3 minutes with the Maine Guide. Thanks for coming back for part 2 of the baking techniques. And I'm just going to do a quick little thing on what I think are the 3 biggest baby baker mistakes. Number 1 is you got to get that fire hot enough. Trying to bake over a little smudge because you're afraid you're going to burn it is not the way to go. It's just going to make you ugly, okay? Don't be afraid to get this on the fire empty and make sure it's nice and hot before you spray that pan in there and drop whatever you're going to bake in there. And then when you cover it up, you're going to put the fire on top. Don't be afraid to have that with a little flame, the sticks on that with a flame like that. Biggest baby baking mistake is they don't get that fire hot enough. And I asked Canoeists, well, how come you don't bake? And they're like, oh, it takes forever. Well, it doesn't. If you get that fire hot enough, you're looking at having something fabulously baked in anywhere from a half an hour to 40 minutes at the most, really. And if that sounds like a long time, it's not. Which leads me to my second baby baker mistake, which is doing the dessert starting the dessert after everybody's eaten the dinner, okay? Now it's at the crack of dark. Dessert goes on with the wash buckets. Dessert goes on right after you've gathered the firewood, okay? It's there with the wash buckets. It's first. You're going to go from the last to the first, okay? So that it can be all done and cooled and everything by the time everybody's done eating, okay? So the third baby baker mistake I'm going to say has to do with just the gear, okay? I see a lot of canoeists who are trying to bake in a fry pan, okay? This is a baking dish that you can fry in. Much, much better strategy. You can literally fry something in anything. Not true with the baking. And you can easily take the space that you're using for food and cut it in half with baked goods because they take up so little room and produce twice the food value. If you just flip the game and make sure that you're frying in a pan you can bake in instead of trying to bake in a fry pan. We've all seen it. It's burned on the outside. It's raw on the inside. Okay? The great thing about these is the high sides. The fact that you can fry the square shape makes it amazing when you catch fish, when you're frying in that. And just the best of the best to bake in. If you missed it in the first one, I'll repeat. Maine Guide Supply has the Woody Dutch oven version of this. I'll put that back up nice and long. Go into their website. On the page that says useful products, the Woody Dutch oven is going to be the last product featured. I really think it should be the first, but I'm grateful that they have it. So next week, we're going to do the mixes. We're going to put together those mixes in those Ziploc bags that take up teeny tiny room and make something fabulous. I'm Lisa DeHart, and you've just spent 3 minutes with a Maine Guide.